Quick, like and subscribe for insane luck in every game. What is going on, everybody? I'm back making another video, and in today's video we are doing Road to Shiny Titanic day number 3. It's been, I think, 8 days since I uploaded day number 2, and since then we've done tons of trades. So let's go over all of the trades I've done since the previous episode, and then we'll go and do some more. So if you haven't seen the previous episodes and how I got to this point, I would go and watch those first if you want some extra trading advice. But yeah, let's start off with the first trade that I did since the last video. So I traded a jelly, got a small overpay, and some random huges, and if I can get the full price for these, then it's profit. Then I traded my low serial shiny huge cat from last week and got a really good overpay, 700 million. So I was definitely happy with that. Then I traded a turkey for a small overpay and some random huges. Once again, trading a high demand good limited huge for low demand permanent huges that are worse, but it's an overpay. So if I'm still able to get the full price for this stuff, then it's a big win. Then I traded a shiny huge and got a small overpay in some worse huges. Then I traded the shiny huge dog that was a low serial and got a pretty good overpay, but it's actually a really good overpay now because the black hole Angelus is worth like $1 billion alone. So this was actually a crazy good trade because I still have a black hole Angelus. This was back when it was only worth like 300 million. Now it's worth $1 billion a week later. Then I traded a bunch of the random huges I got for a higher demand, better huge. I got a blurred axo, only overpaid a little bit for it. Then I traded some more random huges and got some other random huges and god potions, but it was a small overpay, and this is when god potions were only worth 2 million. So that's the main reason I did this trade, was to hold on to those god potions and sell them for more later. So this is an even bigger win. Then I traded off 62 of my lightning gift bags. I think I sold them for like 12 million each, or a little bit more than that. I should have held on to them for longer, but I still made good profit whenever I sold these. And I also still had more lightning gift bags that I made more profit off of later, so it's fine. Then I traded away the shiny blazing because it was super inflated when it first came out. I mean, this was like a week ago. I'm showing trades that happened right after the previous video, and the more trades we go through, the more recent it'll be. But yeah, I just traded this off for a bunch of random huges and gems before it dropped because the wrap was super inflated and it was getting hatched a lot. So just had to get an overpay as soon as I could. Then I traded off some nightmare cats and dog, got some turkeys, and I'm pretty sure these were good cereal turkeys. That's why I ended up overpaying quite a bit for these. I don't exactly remember. I've done a lot of trades. This was a good trade. So if you guys remember these low cereal hippokins I've had in my inventory for months, they were cereal 22, 35, 71, and 73, so they weren't even that good of cereal numbers. They were pretty low, but not like cereal 3, cereal 4. So I ended up getting 1.5 billion for these pretty low cereal hippokins, and if you guys remember, I got these for like 5 or 10 million each, back when they were barely worth anything. Maybe a little bit more than that, but this was one of the highest percentage returns on any investment I've made, because I literally got like almost 400 million for each of these when I got them at like maybe 10 million each. So that's a crazy return, literally like a 4,000% profit return. So these were kind of just like passive investments in my inventory, and I still had a bunch of other value that I was making trades with and profiting with at the same time. So this was really good passive profit. I just had to hold on to it for a few months for it to go up this much. Then I traded off a kitsune, got a small overpay in gems because kitsunes are permanent and always dropping. Then I traded off a bunch of other permanent huges and some dragons and an umbrella and got a small overpay with pure diamonds. So I was pretty happy with that trade, mainly because I got rid of a lot of these permanent huges. Then I finally traded off the Titanic reindeer cat from last week the Serial 7 that I bought for 6.3 or 6.4 billion. I ended up getting a billion more. I got 7.4 billion. I got a regular Serial reindeer cat and like 1.8 billion ads. So I think this was a pretty good trade. Everyone said I wasn't going to make much off of this low Serial reindeer cat for some reason. I made over a billion more than I bought it for, and I could have made even more than that if I waited longer, because this trade was like 5 or 6 days ago before Titanic started rising a ton. Because now, like, the Titanic storm agony is getting over 10 million. Like 6 days ago when I did this trade and got rid of my Serial 7 Titanic reindeer, I'm pretty sure the Titanic storm agony was only getting like 6 million, and this reindeer was only getting like 5.5, obviously. But yeah, Titanic's went up a ton since then, so if I just held this for a little bit longer, I could have made even more, but it was still a billion profit, so there's nothing to complain about. Then somebody gave me a free huge, so I thought I would just screenshot that and give them a little shout out. Then I sold some of my god potions for over 4.2 million each, and like I said, I bought all these god potions at like barely over 2 million. Some of them I bought for less than 2 million. So if you wait till god pots are really low every week, buy them, and then wait till they're at their peak during an update or something again, and then sell them all, it's just one of the easiest ways in this game to make profit. But here's just a screenshot of me selling a few. Then I sold a pretty low Serial Huge Evil Snowman, got a good overpay. Then I sold a somewhat low Serial Jelly Panda and got a really good overpay. Then I sold these turkeys and a jelly, got some random huges and some gifts and some god potions and some gems, and it was a pretty decent overpay. Then I traded a shiny huge for some regular huges. Then my friend hatched a shiny huge Valentine's bear, and he traded it to me for something. I don't know why we didn't screenshot that trade, because I forgot what he actually wanted for this, but he gave it to me for a pretty good amount. Yeah, my friend literally hatched this, as you can see, hatched 1 minute ago. He literally just hatched it and took a screenshot and then asked if I wanted it. And then I traded away that regular Serial Titanic that I got from the Serial 7 Titanic trade and got a bunch of random huges. I also traded off a Crept Rod, got a shiny ducky, and I also traded some of this inflated shiny huges and an M6, got a bunch of random huges and mainly gems. Traded off a bunch of permanent huges, got some gems. Traded off a bunch of those huges I got from one of those previous trades and a bunch of gems, and I got a Serial 69 Titanic. I'm pretty sure that's what this trade was. It might have just been a regular Titanic, actually. I don't think it was the Serial 69. Yeah, then I traded a bunch of festives and mastery potions, got a bunch of shiny red fluffies, also bought some more and bought some of these. And then here's when I traded my friend. He wanted all these umbrellas and shinies, so he gave me amethyst dragons. And then here I trade tons of this random stuff for a Titanic blazing bat. This is not the one that I have right now. Then I traded the Titanic diamond, got some blurred Axos, Serial number 3 acorn, which I got a big overpay for after this trade. Got some amethyst dragons, 4.2 billion gems. So I definitely made good profit off of this. Bought the Titanic for way less. It wasn't even 6 billion wrap that I bought it for. And I'm getting 6 billion wrap with a Serial 3 acorn that obviously gets way more than the wrap. Also, in this trade, the turkey was like Serial 140, I'm pretty sure, and the dragons were like 44 and 77. So they were pretty good Serial numbers, and then I gave a bunch of lightning gifts, and I got another huge ghost face. These just keep going up, so I felt like I had to get one and try to get an overpay for it. Then this guy just gave me some free stuff. Thank you very much. So did this guy. I forgot that I screenshotted this. Yeah, a few guys just donated me stuff, so I decided to include them. And then here's when I traded off a black hole before it rose a ton. I kind of wish I waited because these get like a billion now for some reason. But yeah, I still got a pretty good overpay back when the wrap was only 369 mil. So not too bad. I still made a lot of profit off of it. Oh yeah, this guy gave me a bunch of huge sharks. Thank you very much to this guy. And then here's where I trade off the Serial 3 acorn. The wrap is only 552 million, and I got 1.73 billion. And this is when god potions were low, so I got quite a bit over 2 2 billion, which means that Titanic Diamond Dragon trade, when I traded it off and got this Serial 3 Acorn, I made like 2 billion profit from that trade pretty much because of how much I got from this Serial 3 Acorn. It's almost 2 billion, but like I said, this stuff was all pretty low during the time of this trade. So this stuff is going to be worth way more than 2 billion. So this was a really good investment trade. And then here I kind of overpay quite a bit with all of these Valentine's presents because I knew they were going to drop and this was rising. So I overpaid quite a bit for my friend's Black Hole and Jealous. And then this is when my friend wanted a bunch of my lightning gift bags. And if you guys saw my previous video right before this one, he hatched the Titanic blazing bat whenever he traded me this stuff for my lightning gifts. He was opening a few hundred and he got a Titanic blazing bat. So then I opened 2 and I also hatched a Titanic blazing bat after he did. After he bought my lightning gift bags from me, most of them, but not all of them. So after he finally hatched a Titanic after opening up like 200, I literally opened up 2 and I hatched my own Titanic blazing bat. But then I actually swapped some pets with him to get his as well. So obviously this one is his because it's roll 74,000 and I have 1.7 million rolls. But then this one is mine. The very next serial number, 148 exist and this is serial 148. So this is the very final blazing bat in the game. Unless obviously another one gets hatched, there are still more lightning gift bags out there. But as of right now, these are the final 2 serial number Titanic blazing bats because he hatched his, the serial 147. So that's whenever I decided to hatch literally 2. And on the second one, I hatched a Titanic blazing bat as well. So now I have my friends and mine, which is super, super cool. I feel like I can get a big overpay for these because like I said, Titanics went up a ton. The Titanic Storm Agony gets quite a bit over 10 billion already, and it's more exist than the blazing bat. So I feel like I could get at least 20 billion for both of my Titanic blazing bats together. It's literally back-to-back serial numbers, the final 2 serial numbers, and it's more rare than the Storm Agony. So I'm gonna try to get a ton for these. But yeah, we're not done just yet. There's a couple more trades I gotta show you guys. I traded off one of the Amethyst Dragons, got some gems, and then I also traded off tons of these random huges that I didn't want and got some more gems. But yeah, me and my friend swap stuff back and forth all the time. So literally this is all of his stuff right here. And it was all on my account earlier, so I don't even know exactly what I got for his Titanic blazing bat, but it's fine. Our inventories were literally combined after we got them because he was letting me use all of his stuff to do extra trades. And then I'm pretty sure I just decided to let him have some of my pets for this one. We just kind of evened out the value. So I actually don't even remember exactly, it's hard to tell because our inventories were literally mixed up. We sorted through it earlier, but I forgot exactly what he got for me to have his blazing bat. My bad for that. I wasn't trying to mess anything up. I'm trying to keep track of everything, but sometimes I get a little bit mixed up when we're swapping stuff back and forth between our inventories all the time to help each other trade. Yeah, let's go into the trading plaza and try to do some more trades. Okay, so I actually didn't have enough time to get this video up the other day. If you guys were watching my live streams this weekend, then you already know it was way too late in the day to get the video up, so I just delayed it, but I did quite a few more trades in the meantime. So you guys had to wait a little longer for this video, but we got some more really good trades that make it more worth the wait. Okay, so this was the last trade I showed you guys a few days ago when I was recording this video, and now I'm resuming the video after doing more trades. So I ended up actually trading a bunch of these Valentine's presents for a really inflated shiny huge, just because I didn't want the presents anymore, and I was hoping to get a small overpay for this. Then I also traded off a black hole and got a billion, which is exactly what I wanted for this, because I'm pretty sure I got this black hole way back when it was worth under $500 million. And then this is the big, huge trade that I'm going to be putting in the title and thumbnail. I literally traded for the absolute most valuable pet in the game, I'm pretty sure. I can't think of a single other pet that's more valuable, because the regular Titanic Storm Agony is currently the most valuable regular pet in the game. It gets over 10 billion. No other Titanic gets over 10 billion, even the Titanic cat. Even though the wrap is kind of high right now, you usually have to add with a Titanic cat to get a Storm Agony. But as you can see from this trade, I combined my value with my friend to get this. So this doesn't technically count. I did not get a shiny Titanic on my own, but I still really wanted to do this trade and explain how it was beneficial for me and my friend. So as you guys know, I don't have enough for a #1 serial shiny Titanic Storm Agony. Like, this is literally the absolute most valuable pet in the game. So we combined our value together, and then whenever we sold it, we split the profit. So even though we didn't put in the exact same amount of value, neither of us could do this trade on our own. It just wasn't possible. So even if one person's putting in a little more than the other, we decided to just split the profit evenly. So if we made 4 billion profit, then we each get 2 billion, even if I put in a little bit more pets. But yeah, we gave around 57 billion wrap, including the blazing bats with the final serial number. We just gave tons and tons of stuff for this. But like I said, we combined our value to be able to trade for this pet. So it doesn't technically count as getting a shiny Titanic. This is just a profit trade, because I gotta get a shiny Titanic on my own and it has to be all my value. This was literally just me and my friend working together for a profit trade. So this is not the end of the series, do not worry. But it was still a really cool trade, and then I'll show you what we got after this. So right after we did that trade, we actually still had a little bit more stuff. Some inflated wrap, shiny new Valentine pets, and also the new secret. And I traded it for a Serial 6 huge amethyst dragon, pretty much just to get rid of this stuff, because a Serial 6 amethyst dragon can get a pretty good overpay, and this is super inflated wrap. And then we traded off the shiny #1 serial Storm Agony Titanic, and we got 6 Titanics when we only traded 4, and we got a bunch of other random huges and over 6 billion gems. So as you can see, we made about 5 billion profit. It was like 47 billion and we got almost 52. So we each got 2.5 billion profit that we got to split with each other from flipping this super rare pet. So me and my friend both made good profit off of this together, and then just split all the profit. And then my friend ended up hatching a huge arcade cat and a huge dino dog, and he said that I could have them. I'm pretty sure I just gave him like some gifts or something to open for those. And then I traded a Titanic and a bunch of other stuff for the #1 serial shiny huge hell chest mimic, and there's only one exist. And it's probably going to stay one exist for a while because it's a shiny huge pet from the Breakables Mastery. This is probably going to be one exist for quite a long time. But also, some of the stuff I gave was a bit inflated, like the Titanic cat. The wrap is super high, but it's actually kind of low demand and going down because it's permanent and everyone wants the limited Titanics. But yeah, then after we traded for it, we ended up trading for this new Titanic and a bunch of Valentine's gifts and other huges and some gems. And the reason the wrap on this is so much lower is because the new Titanic has super low wrap compared to what it's actually going to be getting because of how rare it's going to be. It just has really low wrap right now. So this looks like a big loss in terms of wrap from the previous trade, but the Titanic cat is permanent and the wrap is quite a bit over what it gets and it's dropping, and this is limited and really rare, and the wrap was super low for how much it's going to be getting later. So I saw this as a really good flip, pretty much just to get rid of the Titanic cat and get a way better limited Titanic. Plus I got like almost 4,000 of these Valentine presents and stuff. I definitely got my money's worth. The wrap on this Titanic was super, super low when I did this trade. So yeah, let's go over my current inventory. I also have to mention that on my live stream the other day, somebody sent me thousands of Valentine God Potions and said that I could keep everything but shiny huges, and I only got one shiny huge, and I ended up getting like over 100 of these regular huges. So that's where all these huge Valentine bears came from, and some of these love melons, like literally 2 whole entire pages of Valentine bears almost. And then I got a bunch of regular huges, some hell rocks, heartbreak fairy, elephant ducky, bear. I still have one shiny Valentine's bear. This was before I opened all those Valentine God Potions. This was hatched 6 days ago. But then I have some froggies, parrots, llamas, umbrella cats. Like, I have a lot of random stuff. But then I got a pretty good amount of huge love peacocks and blazing dragons. These are pretty good. Bunch of red dragons, bunch of Valentine's dominuses, some cosmic axos, and a kitsune fox. And then I still have a Titanic blazing bat, the Titanic Mr. Love cat that I just traded for, and a Serial 69 Titanic Valentine's Angelus that came from the shiny #1 serial Titanic Storm. So we actually got even more than a 5 billion overpay, because this Serial 69 Titanic gets a few billion overpay as well. I literally got like a 4 billion overpay on my Serial 69 Ghostface huge. So for a Titanic, this can probably get over 10 billion, if I'm lucky. So this is quite a bit under the wrap. It's worth quite a bit more. And then I still have like almost 1 billion worth of God Potions, and I got some random eggs. I got quite a few of these molten pickaxes, 10 active huge eggs, and yeah, that's about what I have. Almost 28 billion wrap, but like I said, my wrap is kind of low right now. I would have over 30 billion wrap if I obviously traded this for accurate wrap pets. And yeah, we're making some pretty good progress with this Road to Shiny Titanic. I'd say that we're pretty close to being able to get a shiny Titanic on our own. It's just not going to be a super good shiny Titanic. It's not going to be the #1 serial shiny Storm Agony. But there's 3 exist shiny Titanic hats. This is the most common one so far, and it's permanent. So maybe I'll be able to get one of these soon. But I could also just wait until I can get a better shiny Titanic, one that's not dropping and permanent. So I don't know. I'll get a shiny Titanic when I get a shiny Titanic, and then I guess we'll continue the series with a higher goal. Maybe we'll just go back to Road to #1 on the Wrap leaderboard, or Road to Richest Player. I'm pretty sure that's what I called it. We could just continue with that series after I get a shiny Titanic. But yeah, I'm gonna just keep trying to get profit. I'll get the shiny Titanic when I get it. I'm not gonna like try super hard to search for them, because there's only a few in the game and they're really expensive. So when the opportunity arises, when I have enough value, I'll get one. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. More videos coming very soon. I'm probably going to go and trade for tons of these new Heartbreak presents and stuff, and some of these new Heartbreak God Potions, because I've tried out the previous Valentine presents and God Potions. They're okay, so I gotta try these out as well, just for the fun of it. So yeah, that video will be coming very soon. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, comment some ideas for more future videos down below, and subscribe if you have not already. I'll see you all in the next one very soon. Peace out, everybody.